Privet, Comrade Roland.
Morning.
Morning.
Yeah,
We're in Stalingrad.
I got nothing.
Got nothing. We're in Stalingrad playing the Guards Counterattack. I think we played this, I don't know, 10 times over the years.
Quite a few. Yep, it's one of my favorite.
Yeah, a lot of action.
Well, just sentimental reasons, really.
Yeah, nostalgia.
Yeah,
I think I lost Gavin Take, so I took the Russians in this one. And here's my setup. My main plan of attack, at least my goal, is to take building F5, the guards in the building across the street there. That building F5 almost always falls, I think, in this scenario. And then on the other side, in building N4, I have my commissar under that concealment counter in N3. Most people may try to rush across the street there in the M5 and 6, I think, hexes. But I think I'm gonna try to sneak around the back and go through L3 and try to take that central building from the Germans, with some support from the guards over in building F3. I think that's my main plan of attack. Yeah, I think building F5 almost always falls, so I can almost guarantee myself I'm gonna have that building. Setup here is pretty limited, so as far as defense, what are you gonna do?
Well, my thought was, yeah, like you say, I wasn't not gonna be able to hold the F5 building. Most likely, it just doesn't happen. So my plan was to try and push on the right side and take the M5, N5 building and push towards the top of the board and maybe get to M2. Try and hold the center and just that was about it. See what happens.
I think the victory conditions are I have to capture 2 more than I lose, right? Or
yeah,
I think there's a victory condition for killing or eliminating units, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Anyone who's watching, you can back up and see what the victory conditions are. But the main goal is always to take buildings in this scenario. I set up my.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, you're guaranteed to lose at least one building. So the goal is kind of you have to defend, but you also need to attack at the same time, and just comes kind of a ring around the rosy. Sometimes.
Comrade. I set up my Russian sniper counter, at least initially, in hex J7 to give me, if you look at the spines and covers, I've got Obermeyer covered and Werner there covered. And I think there might be a leader in L6. Oh, and Klink. So I have 6 hex rows that are covered with potential leader attacks with my initial sniper counter.
Yeah, I got mine in I4. He's eyeballing Ulanov there.
Ulanov.
Sizing him up. Him or Chekhov.
I think Ulanov survives this game, actually, I believe.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Don't be hating on Ulanov. So I think that's our initial goals. We're kicking into the action here. I think I start with some prep fire. I want to soften up your guys in building K5, the center building with my units in J2. I got nothing, and I also wanted to try to soften up some guys in the building F5 to get across the street. I considered doing a human wave, but I also thought that was probably suicide with the amount of coverage you had, at least at the beginning here, without really softening you up.
Yeah, I was able to lay down a fire lane with the LMG and J4, but that kind of ends up being its downfall. I end up rolling box cars.
Oh,
breaking
it. Yeah,
it.
you did. That's right.
Yeah. I had real issues with support weapons and leaders in this game.
Yeah, we played this probably a couple months ago, I'm thinking.
It's been a while, yeah.
Just getting to the video of it. Man, lots of defensive fire. I don't see a lot of attrition on either side. I pinned something, but that was about it.
No, I thought the first turn went pretty good. I still was able to break a couple of your guys, but you advanced a little closer. Got a little nervous, but like I said, the plan wasn't to hold F5, but just to maybe cause enough casualties, slow you down, and then whatever's left, fall back out of there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was able to creep out in the street there. Now I'm set up for the next turn. Maybe get some defensive fire on you. Over on the right, across the M5 and 6 street, I think we just trade for quite a few turns. We just trade bullets back and forth across that street.
I know that was the downfall of my whole game here. I just could get nothing going on the right side there. M5, N5. I kept pounding away on you. I ended up losing medium machine gun. Ended up losing the heavy eventually.
I was able to break a squad in H5. He routed back. It looks like I broke everything in F6 as well.
The snipers were fairly active in this game.
Oh, berserk alert.
Berserker.
Let's see if he survives.
Running gets vaporized.
Yep, right there. Vaporized. Boom. Yeah, he had no chance there.
You're trying to do a little end run over there now.
Yeah, I think I got those guys broken in F6, so I'm like, there's got to be a way I can get these guys for failure to route. So I'm trying to squirrel around the end of the building to try to do something, and you're pecking away at them with your guys in I7.
Yeah, they were able to route away. So.
Yep, there they go. Yep.
Yeah, but he jumped into close combat with Ulanov there.
Yeah.
Took out my last remaining. So I've lost F5.
Yeah, but you expected that, I think. Maybe not that soon, but yeah, we knew that building was going to fall. I think it falls in every game this has ever been played.
Yeah. I was hoping, I got Obermeyer stacked there in I7. Maybe I should have split that up a little bit, but I just left them stacked and eventually kind of pay the piper for that. But.
Start calling you the stack master. Well, you're in a stone building. I mean, I guess you could have split it up, and you're a 9-2. It's not too bad. I know some people say don't stack, but I mean, if you got a 9-2, 10-2 leader in a stone building, it's probably not that risky.
Yeah, they just lost some guys in there broke. You're trying to advance move across the street.
Yeah, I'm being fairly aggressive, with my guards over on the left. Over on the right, here's what I'm trying to do: a back door sneak into the center building. But you have a nice fire lane straight up that road. And
yeah, that move never really paid off.
I think very late in the game, I was able to get something over there.
Well, you end up bringing some of the guards over from the left. I think.
Yeah, in H3, I think they get over too. Yeah, right there. They get out in the street there. And Chekhov makes advances out, trying to put pressure on that center building. My goal was not to try to take I7 with Obermeyer. My goal was to take F5 building and K5 building. It doesn't work out that way, but that was my initial goal.
I kept trying to break something in M5, and then I really wanted to push on the right, but it wouldn't happen. I just couldn't get brought my heavy up to L7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I moved out of your line of sight in M5, so I kind of forced that.
Yeah.
I got tired of you shooting your heavy at me, so I just moved them out of the line of sight. So that kind of forced your hand there.
Yeah, the Vassal die spot wasn't liking me every time I shot up there. Couldn't get anything to work. Yeah, you're moving into the center building there.
Oh, my sniper. Yeah, moving into the center. It didn't quite work out, as we'll see here shortly, because I did not realize there was another stairwell in hex I5. That kind of screwed me up.
Oh, J5.
J5, yeah, under Werner there.
Well, at some point we need to talk about the snipers because.
Yeah, did my sniper go on his tear yet? I don't think so. It's coming up here.
I think you killed one leader. I think I'm down to just 2 leaders.
Yeah, at one point.
I got one in K6, I think, but.
Yeah, at one point my sniper, who I renamed to Deadeye here at one point, takes out 2 of your leaders. I don't remember which ones they were.
Yeah, back to back, and then you end up taking another one later in the game. Lost 3 leaders.
He killed 3? I know he killed 2. Huh.
No, he killed 3 leaders.
I'm keeping my guard squad over in C7, who routed back there at one point, but he self-rallied. Because this whole time I was worried that you were going to try to sneak around the back and get back into the building F3, G4 and recapture it. So I just kind of left them there.
Yeah.
I saw you eyeballing that.
I nicknamed my sniper Blind Eye.
Blind Eye. I don't think he did much.
No, he was activated quite as much as many times as yours, but every time he just couldn't roll. I couldn't roll 1 or 2.
So here's where I get desperate. So I realized I couldn't take the center building because I forget why.
I end up routing that. Yeah, I got 1 squad on the first level, and he ends up routing back.
Right.
This is your last turn. Yeah, this is your last turn already.
I realized somehow I couldn't take that center building. So in a desperate attempt, I was trying to take I7 with Ulanov and a couple guard squads. And I think I managed to pull it off in close combat here and get in there and actually take it.
You did.
Yeah. Because looking at the logistics of trying to take that center building with your unit upstairs, I don't think I could get to him.
No, you were out of moves. That was it.
Right. I was like, crap.
I kind of thought about that at the last second because you were going to advance up there, and I knew you would take him out in close combat, and I would lose. I'd end up losing 3 buildings. But I just thought, well, what if I break him and he routes back?
So now I think this is your last ditch attempt to try to run behind lines and retake one of my buildings.
Yeah, I needed to retake something, and it wasn't looking good. This is all just last turn, last ditch heroics, just hoping for a lucky die roll, but.
And it was just a gauntlet that you had to run through. I had everything covered in streaks.
You had it all covered. I did have a shot at. I was able to get because you pretty much were out of. You'd shot everything you could shoot, so I was almost able to get 2 squads into I7, but I think one of them ended up pinning, and it was like there's no way I could win that, so I think I just threw in the towel.
Yeah, that's where it ended at that point. Yeah, but I was still worried about you getting back to building G4, but I don't think you had enough movement factors to get back there.
No, I had the broken leader and stuff down in J9. I think if. Yeah, I still had a shot, but it just didn't work out. It was a long shot, but
yeah. So that's it for Guards Counterattack. That's probably I have 5 records of our playing in my geeky spreadsheet, but I know back in the squad leader days, I don't know how many
Yeah.
times we played it. So we probably, like I said, I'm guessing we've probably played this scenario 10 times between us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played it quite a bit. It's always a fun one. It's a classic scenario.
Yeah, just because the action is just tight, fast, and furious, and there's a lot of sniper activation.
Yeah, your sniper definitely helped. I think he
Yeah.
definitely helped you out this game. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. He killed. Like I said, I know he killed 2. You say he killed 3 leaders.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, good game. Next up, we've got Ambush. We're moving from the streets of Stalingrad out to somewhere. Slovenia. I don't know. I can't remember which country it's in. It's out in the fields and forests of one of the Axis minor countries. Greece, maybe?
Yeah, it's another fun one.
Yeah, it was an interesting one. So we'll have that video for you next time. Until then, das vidanya, comrade.
Later.